Flyers weekly basketball season, and we are talking with Amaël L'Etang. It is good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you. Been a long time.
You had a big summer, exciting summer. How was playing for your home country and the U20 Euros? You got to go to Greece.
That was awesome. That's a different feeling from playing for Dayton and playing for, France. But that was good to, just play with my friends. Most of the guys, I knew them since I was a kid. One of my best friends played on the team. So that was a good moment. We finished with the bronze. I mean, could have been better, but I'm overly, I'm proud. That was a good moment. We were in Greece, which is a beautiful country. Enjoyed it more, a lot. Didn't visit really, but that was a great time.
It's not a bad place to spend a few weeks
for sure.
in the summer. I thought it was interesting. Before we turned on the cameras here, you said something that I was sort of shocked by, in that you were sort of the veteran on that group. Not so much, you're playing with guys that are your age, but there's a lot of French players now coming to the United States to play NCAA basketball. I'm sure you were getting a lot of questions.
Yeah, during the Euro, I had a lot of questions. At the moment, during the Euro, there was only me and I think another guy playing here in the NCAA. And this year, there's six. Wow. I think 6 of us playing here. So yeah, they just ask questions how's the life on campus? How is it to play American basketball? Because it's very different. So yeah, that felt good. I was just able to answer questions. Would have been the same for me a year ago, before I came here. So yeah, that was great.
Let's talk about the difference. You're playing high level, and what we got to see here at Dayton from your first year, from that game to what we see at UD Arena, how do you kind of explain NCAA basketball and it being different?
That's just a different culture of the sport. During the Euro, which is a big tournament, one of the biggest tournaments for young players in Europe, there was maybe 200, 300 people on the stadium. That was a big stadium. So, and you just go here, UD Arena, there's almost 14,000 people. That's just crazy. The difference is huge. That's way different to play in front of that much people. And yeah, I don't know really what to explain. Just the culture is way different. The way we see the sports and basketball, college basketball is, yeah, that's insane.
Favorite part about the summer and playing for your home country and what you guys were able to accomplish in winning bronze?
Just the moments I spent with my teammates. As I said, I was one of my best friends, so we just spent a month, more than a month and a half together. I don't used to see him a lot, so that was great. We laughed a lot. Finished the bronze, at least we got something, even if that's not the best color, but that was great.
Correct me if I'm wrong, one of your best buds is going to be down in Kentucky, right?
Yeah, we're playing for Murray State.
Very cool. Maybe a car ride.
Yeah.
Go see the racers. From last year to where we are now and getting ready for your second season, it's got to be a lot of different, amongst that anticipation, that what you were maybe expecting. Year 2, you feeling more confident?
Of course, yeah, feeling more confident. I'm ready for the season. Spend a year. I know what it looks like. Yeah, I'm super excited. We got a great team this year, and just being able to play all together, I think we got a good level of competition, all the practices. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm very confident.
Was there one thing in particular that you worked on trying to improve your game
this summer?
Yeah.
Kind of everything. Just summer workouts. I spent a lot of time working on my body, obviously. And for the game, I just spent a month and a half with the national team, with the best player in France at my age. So just being able to compete against these players just helped me a lot.
For your game, I think a lot of people know what you're able to do and stepping away from the basket and shooting the basketball. I'm always in awe of your ability to pass. Did anybody sort of teach you that, or is that something that just came to watching the game and growing up?
That's a good question. Nobody really teach me that. Maybe just watching basketball. I watched a lot of basketball when I grew up. I started basketball when I was 2.5. So I just like grew up with the basketball in my hands. So I don't know. My whole family is the good passers. So maybe it's from that. But yeah, I love my passing game. That's probably what I love the most on the court.
All right, follow up. Dunk, hitting a three, or coming up with a real nice assist? What's your favorite? You got to pick one.
I would say that's really close between the three and the pass. What's the assist? Is that like a really good assist? If that's a really good assist, I would say assist. If that's a big three, I would take the three.
One of the big highlights that you had last year was the game winner against Loyola Chicago. I think another thing we should throw in there is getting up the floor. I mean, from one end to the next. You already threw out playing in front of close to 14,000. What's it like when you make that shot and hearing that crowd?
That was amazing. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when I scored the basket, that just went like blackout. I just see like everybody jumped on me. Like, I didn't really like realize like the noise outside. And just like after the game, when I watched the replay and the videos, I was like, wow, that place was loud. So yeah, that was awesome. That was like definitely one of my best memories.
One of the Flyer fans that loved that play, there were so many, but one in particular wrote you a letter.
Yes, the famous story.
And this sort of went viral for the summer. This is crazy. 98 years old, and you sort of created a pen pal over the summer.
Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna tell the whole story. So last year, that lady sent me a letter, Millie. Love you, Millie. She sent me a letter, basically say like how much she loves the Flyers, UD. She's been a huge fan like all of her life. I won't get into like too much details, but like she wrote a lot of good things on the letter. So like I had to do something. So I just like sent a mail to where she lives at 10 Wilmington. And just like, yeah, let's set up a visit. Like, I gotta do something. I can't let that go. Like, just like, that was a beautiful letter. I gotta do something. And so, yeah, we just set up a visit. I went there. And then afterwards, I kind of went viral. Didn't really expect that. I just wanted to make a good moment for her and even for me because I was like good, like sharing and talking with that girl. But yeah, that went viral. And then everybody's telling me about that every day. But yeah.
I think my favorite part about it is we got a chance to talk with a couple of your teammates and Javon Bennett and Jordan Durkak. They didn't have any idea about it, and then they see it online and they said, "Hey, is this real?" And you said, "Hey, that's my friend."
Yeah, I just wanted to keep it like low key, like that went viral. That's a good thing, but I just wanted to, as I said, just share a good moment and just spend good time.
That's a great story. All right, what are you looking forward to most as we get back to playing basketball at UD Arena?
Man, I can't wait just to meet the fan again. Just being able to play in front of all this beautiful community and, bring some joy to the people of Dayton. And yeah, I'm excited for the season.
We're excited too. Amaël, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Of course.